Rise to power, movement, the building of the poor man's empire. We walk by faith, calling those things would be not if though they were. Speaking the power to be removed from this place and calling for prosperity to come to this place. Believe and receive. $1 million is the goal for the investing of the Little Man Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. We are accepting all contributions and donations from the least to the greatest, starting from those who are rejected and despised to those who are noble, honored, and dignified. $1 million is the goal for the investing of the Little Man Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. 1 billion. This is a POTS Prosperity in Process production. Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. 1 million. This is not a solo individuality, a self-centered, gratifying prosperity movement. You see, our vision is to form a coalition of talented people, skillful people, comprised of the illiterate, the poor, the mediocre, those who are despised and rejected of men, acquainted with grief and well familiar with poverty. We're talking about a people who are basement confined, just waiting for the elevator of financial opportunity to come so you can rise to the next level, increasing, having sufficient funds for your daily necessities and etc. I heard somebody say, I am come that you may have life and that you may have it more abundantly. And I would like to accentuate on that he didn't come for all households during his time on the planet Earth. No, he didn't come for all households during his time on the planet Earth. If he came for all households during his time on the planet Earth, then somebody's lying. Oh yes, somebody's lying. And it has been said, let God be true and every man a liar. God is not like a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Now it is written in red in the Bible, and many believe when it is written in red, these are direct quotes from the Messiah, direct quotes from the Christ. When it is written in red in the Bible, many believe that these are direct quotes from the Son of God, direct quotes from the Son of Man. Now it is written in red, and the Son of God said, go not in the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And I heard somebody say he came to his own, and his own received him not. You see, he was that prophet who was without honor in his own country among his own countrymen. And I heard somebody say he is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him, and we esteemed him not. I greet you, brothers and sisters, in the spirit of love, in the fruit of peace, in the unity of faith, believing and receiving. $1 million is the quota for the investing the Little Man Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. The notorious Dr. Martin Luther King made a public declaration. I have a dream. And his dream was to be in conjunction, incorporated with the American dream. Having the components: life, liberty, freedom, justice, equality, prosperity, and the pursuit of happiness. And it is obvious today that justice, equality, prosperity, and the pursuit of happiness has not been fully made manifest in the life of the illiterate, in the life of the poor, in the life of the mediocre, in the life of the dropout, in the life of those who are unskillful in our society today. And you know, those with a high IQ by a standard of man, not by a standard of God, but by a standard of man, those with a high IQ. What have they done? They have evaluated those with a low IQ, and they have classified them as the lower class. The economic group with the least of wealth and no power in our society today. We're talking about a people who can't function independently on their own and need financial assistance, government subsidies for their welfare to survive in our society today. And one night, I was just contemplating about these things, just pondering over these things. And I envisioned to go on a mission to reach out and connect with the illiterate, the poor, the mediocre, the dropout, the unskillful, those who are economically insufficient, resource deprived, having no merits, no credentials, no letters before their names. We're talking about men and women of low estate, doctorate degree deficient, indoctrinated curriculum sufficient, but incapable of formulating a plan that will diminish your undelighted, impoverished circumstance that you have become complacent with and have you bound to your current condition in obscurity in the darkness of poverty. This is a tribulation. This is a tribulation. Now, this is not an end time prophecy tribulation, but this is a tribulation. It is a tribulation. If you can't meet your monthly installment payment plans for your mortgage, to maintain a place of shelter, and you can't meet your monthly installment payment plans for your car note, to maintain transportation back and forth to work and etc., you are struggling to keep food on the table, struggling to keep clothes on your back and shoes on your children's feet, then this is a tribulation. It is a tribulation. It's a tribulation if we look at tribulation in the sense of being defined as hardship, suffering, affliction, trouble, then no doubt about it, it is a tribulation. It is a tribulation. But here's the good part. Since you serve a loving, a merciful, a compassionate, and a gracious God, then you believe that this God will bring you out of this tribulation, contingent upon I will never leave you, and neither will I forsake you, but I will go with you even unto the ends of the world. are you a possessor of hope? And if you are a possessor of hope, is your hope alive or is your hope dead? Now, I know that many of the Christians believe that hope maketh not ashamed, and that they have been begotten by a lively hope, and that Christ in you is the hope of glory. But what about those in the secular world who are living without hope, but they are hoping that their condition would improve, and they believe that things would get better? But first, there must be a change with the president, And you have some who are hoping that their condition would improve, and they believe that things would get better. But first, there must be a change with the governor, And some are hoping that their condition would improve, and they believe that things would get better, But first, there must be a change with the mayor. Somebody got to do something about this dirty water. Somebody got to do something about the water crisis. And there are some who believe that their condition would improve, and they believe that things would get better. But first, there must be a slight change on the board of the city council. We got to do something about this filth. We need somebody to do something about this garbage. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. You see, many of us, we have seen it during our day and during our time under the sun. What have we saw? We have saw the oppression of the poor. But there was no comforter on their side, but power was on the side of their oppressor. We have saw perverted justice. You know, when men will call evil good, and good they will call evil. They put darkness for light and light for darkness. They put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Those who should be killed, they have left alive. And those who should remain alive, they have killed. We have saw the prosperity of the wicked increase in riches, and the poor was begging for jobs from the wicked, begging to buy a house from the wicked, begging for a pay raise from the wicked, begging to buy a car from the wicked, just begging for crumbs that would fall from the table of the wicked. We have saw the righteous perish in his righteousness, and we have saw the wicked prolong his days in his wickedness. We have saw that which was crooked, never been reformed, never being made straight. And we also have saw the change from a Republican president to a Democrat president, and from a Democrat president back to a Republican president. But when it comes to the condition of the poor, somebody please tell me what happens. Your condition remains the same. We have saw the change from a Republican governor to a Democrat governor, and from a Democrat governor back to a Republican governor. But when it comes to the condition of the poor, somebody please tell me what happens. Your condition remains the same. We have saw the change from a Republican House Speaker to a Democrat House Speaker, and from a Democrat House Speaker back to a Republican House Speaker. Now, there may be changes on their agenda, changes with their status quo, changes with their mode of operandi, huh? But when it comes to the condition of the poor, your condition remains the same, huh? You see, these elected politicians has never been the mechanics to repair the poor man's financial damage, huh? There has never been a majority House vote to send a rescue ladder in the ghetto, where the poor man could climb out of poverty up to riches. And many of you are unresolved what to do during these perilous times, in a crooked and a perverse generation, in the darkness of poverty. Do y'all hear me today? This is the Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. $1 million is the quota. And this is not to heap it upon lust or to advance from poverty, just to live a lavish lifestyle in luxury to be flossing in showboat. No, that is not our primary reason for accumulating $1 million. To live a lavish lifestyle in luxury to be flossing in showboat. If you think that is our primary reason for accumulating $1 million, then you have it distorted, twisted, and you have missed it. But now let me clarify. Stop the talking. Let me clarify. Let me make it crystal clear. Our primary reason for accumulating $1 million is for the investing of the Little Man Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. We are accepting all contributions and donations, from the least to the greatest, starting from those who are rejected and despised to those who are noble, honored, and dignified. $1 million is the quota for the investing of the Little Man Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. 1 million. Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. We walk by faith, calling those things would be not if though they were. Speaking to poverty to be removed from this place, and calling for prosperity to come to this place. Believe and receive. $1 million is the quota for the investing of the Little Man Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. We are accepting all contributions and donations, from the least to the greatest, starting from those who are rejected in the spotlights to those who are noble, honored, and dignified. $1 million is the quota for the investing of the Little Man Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. 1 million. This is a POTS, prosperity and process production. Rise to Power movement, the building of the poor man's empire. 1 million. This has been a POTS, prosperity and process production.